Okay,
Okay.
so we're ready.
Okay, now, would you like us to introduce ourselves?
Oh, that's a good one. We could, you might want to, actually, you might want to introduce the program, and then as we talk, each one of you could say who you are.
Okay.
That would be good.
How about the first names?
First names are fine.
Okay. Just say Mom.
First names are okay. Okay.
I don't say nothing.
So, are you gonna say anything? You're gonna say something.
I'm sitting back and listening.
Okay, go ahead. Don't forget the mic though. Actually.
Right.
So hold on to it.
I remember when we started this in the summer. Is it on?
Yeah.
So just start?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay. Last summer of 1987, we began a reading program here at the Old North End Community Center. And the idea of the program was to get children's books into homes. And it was in cooperation with the Fletcher Free Library, which provided books and some salary time and adult basic education. Some of the people involved were a part of the program. Other people are folks just living in the neighborhood and looking for good books for their kids. We followed that up with a program that out of Lawrence Barnes School, which was based on the same idea, getting good quality books into the homes so that kids would take more interest in reading and hopefully develop their reading skills. This is an ongoing program, and we'll be starting up again right after school vacation with another one. I'd like to today just speak with some of the parents who've been involved and get an idea from them how the program has been received by their kids. They've enjoyed the books, ways to improve the reading program and the access to books in this neighborhood, the Old North End. So we'll start off with the first person, Nancy, and let everybody just introduce themselves as we go along.
I'm Nancy Winter, and I received the books for free. That's why I went. And my kids like them pretty well. And I think it's important to get books for free. And it was just easier because I live in the neighborhood and I only had to go up to the school area. And we talked about the books. And I think, looking at the parent's point of view, I think when you're talking with other parents, you really don't look at a book and see how a child probably proceeds it when you're older, which is fun.
I think when we started this, we had an idea that only certain age levels would like the books, and I've been surprised at just the span of years of kids reading the books. And
Because they're not the regular old books.
you got to speak into the mic.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Do I gotta say that over again?
Yeah.
I think the parents are enjoying the books because they're not like the old Dick and Jane books. They got more excitement and they're more explanatory to kids. My name is Patty Willette, by the way.
I'm Lily Kucher, and I have young children in comparison to some of the other parents here. But they have found it just as beneficial. They really look forward to it each day after I had these sessions, to seeing a new book and having it read to them. And if the books were for an older level, that was fine too. We just took more time explaining it. Each of the books that were chosen seemed to have a moral to the story, and it was amazing that they were able to figure it out too.
Lou. Lou has been the coordinator for the Old North End Community Center and has been instrumental in providing the launching point for this program. And we're going to be trying to get a library branch in here. And Lou can speak a little bit as to the need for a branch here in the Old North End.
I'm Lou Plouffe. I think it's very necessary to have a library branch in this area. We have quite a few senior citizens also in the area that can't make it to the Fletcher Free. And in this area, there's a lot of children that otherwise wouldn't be able to get books.
So have you had a library or any kind of lending of books here ever?
We have quite a few books that are very old, old reading books from different schools that were given to us, and some that I've scrounged up when I was in school way back when. And they're really outdated compared to the writings and readings that they do nowadays.
So do you think people aren't likely to go to the Fletcher Library from the Old North End?
They do at times, but not as it's not as convenient to get down there as it would be to have a small branch here.
So do you have a sense of how many books you might be getting or what the plan is?
Not really. It's a whole new thing to me too. I don't go to the library very much myself. I'd like some arts and crafts booklets. I'd like some children's books. I'd like some that adults like to read, and I'd like some also for the senior citizens. So I'd like a variety of things.
So if people want to have some input about what kind of books they'd like to have, should they come and talk to you?
Definitely, yes.
Okay.
I'd appreciate it.
Okay. Maybe we should...
You may know how to read, but is it enjoyable? Have you had the pleasure of opening a good book, keeping up with your local affairs, sharing what you've learned with your friends or with your children? If you're missing out, you don't have to. Learn to read for enjoyment. Find out what's going on and make up your own mind. Join the A-Team for new readers at the Fletcher Free Library. Call 863-8307 today. Read and take off.
What I'd like to do now, to give you an idea of what it would have been like to live a little bit as an Abenaki, just a glimpse of like that, a little window on their culture, is to go on a fantasy journey back 1,000 years ago to an Abenaki village, to imagine what it would have been like to see that village and then go out with some people on a hunt. A good way to do this, I found, for people to just relax and clear their mind so they can get into the story and imagine being there, just to have everyone, or to invite everyone to close their eyes to the story. So I'd like to invite you to do that now. Get your imaginations going back in time. You can finish your chicken leg by that. Okay. Our journey begins in the pine woods. As we walk, the wind sighs through the branches and causes them to wave back and forth. Little patches of sunlight shine on the soft pine needles beneath our feet. A twig cracks when someone steps on it. There's a clearing in the distance, and when they went out to gather plants, medicinal plants, or plants to eat, the tallest one was always left because they said, that's the grandmother plant, that's the one that gave birth to all the others. And the other plants, when they picked them, they wouldn't pick them out, leaving some in that patch to regenerate. And they would put some seeds down, plant some seeds as a way of starting some new life there, some new plants, and a way of keeping that circle of giving and receiving going round and round and round. And that circle was one that they also said was important in seeing each other. And one way that they would remember that was by doing a circle of friendship. And you might do that if we were a group of guys. You might do this once or twice a week. And so the circle was very important. It was a way of remembering the reason that we were in the business. We were trying something much larger. And so the circle was something that let's do it now. And show your hands something that's done.
about why you're a library board member and when you joined the board?
I would be delighted to tell you why I am a board member, and one of the most important reasons for my joining was that Maxie Ewens called me and asked me if I would be interested in being on the library board. I grew up in a small town in Pittsford, Vermont, and as a member of a large family, one of our consistent weekly activities was to go to the library every Saturday night, and each of us came home laden with books. So I grew up with just almost a natural love for a library. And I came to Burlington in 1938, came to Trinity College, and over the years have used the Fletcher Library, but not to any great extent because we had our own library at the college. But I have such belief in the possibilities that a library holds. And as I was coming up the stairs this morning, there's a lovely group of little people down there, and they're listening to someone read them a story, and they're just have the most rapt attention. And that's a wonderful way to start little ones reading. And I'm sure this answer is longer than you want, Lauren Glenn, but
participants, and when they asked me if I'd like to come on the board, I was a very pleasant reading room. We enjoy that a lot.
And if you were to say something to people via the camera about coming to the library, what would you tell them?
Well, I'd tell them that it really it has infinite variety. It really has something for every type of reader, or not even for readers, but for other types of activities as well. Very active children's program, of course. The Vermont History Room, which we've, with a lot of help from people out in the community, Ralph Hill and George Lowell and others, we have a real fine Vermont history section that has collected a lot of original material. Of course, we have the variety of reading materials from fiction and nonfiction, what have you, which is available for any type of reader.
Hi, I'm Lori Colburn, the circulation teacher at the Fletcher Free Library, and this is Beth Phillips. I'm the children's librarian at Fletcher Library, and we've brought some books that we'd like to share with you. The holiday season is a hectic and overly commercial time of year that can frazzle adults and children. One antidote is to spend some quality time with quality children's books. Whether the book is bought at a bookstore and given as a gift to your favorite child, or borrowed from the public library for a read-aloud, good children's books will enhance the coming week. There's a brand new book by William Steig, the author of Caldecott Award winner Sylvester and the Magic Pebble, and it's entitled Brave Irene. Mrs. Bobbin, the dressmaker, was tired and had a bad headache, but she still managed to sew the last few stitches in the gown that she was making. "Oh, it's the most beautiful dress in the whole world," said her daughter, Irene. "The Duchess will love it." "It is nice," her mother admitted, "but, Dumpling, it's for tonight's ball, and I don't have the strength to bring it." Laurie? Those are two great new picture books for the very young, and the circulation department wants to remind you of some of the others that pass by our desk. For the very youngest, always the classic Goodnight Moon, and don't forget your early Mother Goose book, or a nice animal alphabet book. We have plenty here. For the child that's beginning to identify things, learning to name and touch things, Richard Sparrow's Best Word Book Ever has become an American classic.
So, dear friends,
That sounds like real champagne, doesn't it?
It is real champagne, and
Viscous.
you see the sticker on the book? Yes.
Burlington grandparents and we put the sticker on. And
Champagne was donated.
I was hoping in the beginning.
That this one would win.
Oh, yeah, I was hoping.
I read this to my own children at home and they thought it was pretty neat. They
Yes,
liked
and
it.
I'm anxious to have it read to my great-granddaughter, because 2 years ago when she loved books and, oh, my. I don't know, I don't like this.
Oh, just, you don't have to drink the whole thing.
Drink it anyways, that's what I
Thank you. Just some more classes, Beth and Susie?
No, no, I love
Sure.
I never had that. Thank you.
This one right there, Susie.
Step book in the way.
Say
cheese, everyone.
Let me see you three down there raising your glasses.
No, thank you.
Really, raise those glasses.
Raise those glasses for a toast to yourselves.
Evelyn,
Right
raise your
there.
glasses.
To the Burlington
Adela,
Grandparents Award judges.
And B, pick up that glass and raise it.
Yay! Smile!
Say cheese.
All right. I'm me alone. Come on, need some help. Yeah. 2, 3. All right. Whoa. Wow. Isn't that cool? Woo. We deliver. That is great. Divide. This is clearly a project that removes the digital divide. I mean, this provides a service that is provided nowhere else in the community. That is access to free internet, as well as the software programs, Microsoft Word processing and others that folks are using. Now, my guess is that these people that are using the center now are not props, but yeah, hey, you guys being paid to be here today? No, this is an amazing testimony by itself, just to see the use of these computers. And there cannot be a better place for this to occur. I mean, this library is open 7 days a week, 65 hours a week. People are accustomed to coming here to read books, and now they're becoming rapidly accustomed to coming here to utilize computers. It's also a place that folks find warm and welcoming and hospitable. It's also a facility where we have staff support to help folks that aren't particularly computer literate to understand how to access and how to use a computer. So I just think it's a wonderful facility. And
now let's wiggle out the whole hand like a rag, like an empty dish rag. That's it. That's good. Stop. Go. Stop. Go. Quick. Now let's have snowflakes. Individual finger movement. That's it. Snowflakes coming down. Everybody look around and you see the atmosphere of snowflakes. Little wind. Individual digital dexterity.
Which means fingers.
That's right. Put your
Palms
fingers
up.
together.
Palms up, make a fist, like that. Palms up. We're going to move one finger at a time.
All right. One more time.
Is able to participate. So let me present you, Mr. Mayor, with or whatever other recipients you deem appropriate, with a check for $50,000, and of course not negotiable because it's too big. Also has the name of the former state treasurer on the signature line. So don't try to cash it, but you certainly have the real money in hand. And again, congratulations to you and everyone here at the Fletcher Free Library for this tremendous progress.
thank you very much.
And this is the rest of the year one money, and I'll be glad to come back next year and give you another check for year two.
Thank you.
Thanks. So I give this to you too.
And I expect and I am fully confident that both the state and the Freeman Foundation will get more than their money's worth as a result of the hard work of our entire library staff. I thank you all. Volunteers, this place is incredible volunteer support. AmeriCorps Vista program, amazingly qualified and competent staff. I thank you all for all the hard work that you do. Thank you.
It's great. Thanks.
Yay.
Thank you.
So beautiful.
Robert, don't spend it on eBay.
No eBay. No eBay.
Oh, how are you going to spend it, Robert?
Well, we're going to spend it. We're going to spend it on making the whole place. The whole place is going to get totally redesigned. This whole main reading room is going to be redesigned. We've already taken some of the second-year money and are beefing up the nonfiction collection in the library. And of course, from last year's funding, we're going to get a brand new computer system. So it's going to be just spectacular. It's all good stuff.
Great.
All stuff that we really need.
Thanks all. That's great.
Thank you so much.
So we have a lot of things going on this afternoon. It's jam-packed with history, music, food, and we want to get right to it. We're going to have some more music before our first speaker comes up, but I wanted to introduce the musicians, who are Tom O'Hanley, Cindy Hill, and Carrie Cook. And they're going to play some more music for us.
Thank you all for coming this afternoon, guys.
Sunny day.
Lovely sunny day when you could have been outside taking a walk.
Planting your peas.
Planting your peas and all sorts of things. This is an old period piece from about the 1850s. And it's about people working on the boats. Old Irish-American piece.
Well, I'm Mayor Moreau Weimer, Mayor of the City of Burlington, and we're here at the Fletcher Free Library tonight for the opening reception for this very exciting month-long event here at the library that is known as the Exploring Human Origins exhibition that is going to be here in the main reading room of the library from mid-February until mid-March.
That we're the last ones left. We're the last biped standing, as I call it. And what that means is that all of these other ways of life represented by these evolutionary ancestors and cousins of ours are no longer around on the face of the earth.
I am the creator of History Videos. And this particular project is a history documentary video about the history of the Fletcher Free Library, in which it's a 6-minute video in where I debrief various aspects of the Fletcher Free Library's history, from the day it was created all the way up to the present day, and even some future plans.
Making a lot of allegories between like parts of the library and parts of a body. So this is our prosthetic leg, which was the allegory for the ravine and the construction effort that happened after an earthquake disrupted the foundation of the building. So we kind of wanted to show like, regrowing from bodily trauma and becoming better and being able to stand on your own 2 legs, because the bones are more of an allegory for just like the structure of the building and how it like stands up. So we thought this was a cool way to represent like growing from an injury and, keep on going on. I don't know.
Hey, this little piggy had better win lamb. This little piggy had done. Way, this little piggy went hee home, all the way home. Way, oh. Water is running. Hey, yeah. Thank you. At this time, I would like to call up my friend, Cleo. We've been traveling together, trying to spread the word of what's really going on outside the world. And so Cleo would like to come up and, we share the same kind of solidarity, and he will tell you more about it. All right, thank you everybody for coming.
Thank you very much, my friend Travis. Thank you. My name is Albert Basil. I'm from Bethlehem, Palestine, and as Mary said, I now study at Berklee College of Music, so I live in Boston. And keep going.
what we had started to do was invite 4 Cuban photographers to Vermont as part of an exchange. And when it became apparent that they weren't getting their visas, we created this parallel show of Vermonters who've gone to Cuba and come back with images of Cuba. And we have 10 different folks here in this show, and you can come visit them at the library any day of the week. You can look on the library hours to see what days to get here. And the show is open whenever the library is open, 7 days a week, except for holidays. And we're going to interview some of the photographers. And the other thing that we have a book that is a catalog of the exhibition of the Cuban photographers, and it's phenomenal. It was put together by Dan Higgins. And then the other...
I'm Kira from Dover, New Hampshire, and we made up a song for this library that my grandma used to work at. Fletcher Free Library, keep reading every day, hey, hey. So go to the library and read every day.
I love the harmonica.
Now. So please put your hands together. This is a group that I have been enjoying for more than 12 years. Anybody heard Winooski My Town? Go look it up on YouTube. It is an anthem. It is so much fun. All right, here we go for A2V2.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're happy to be here. How y'all doing? Come on now. Yeah! This is how we celebrate. Hey, give it up. Let's go! I don't really care what you go, what you do. Don't really care what I do, what I go. Give it time. Baby. Can you give me dance? Can you give me to the dance? She told me, give it to me all night.
Okay, and last but not least, we have a special library patron, Everett Butterfield, who has a few words to say.
Hi, everyone. Well, I didn't really prepare for this speech. At least not very much. I don't really know what I'm going to say, but I'd like to say a few things first, before I figure out the rest of it, you know? Okay? So, first, the library in 150 years. I imagine it bigger, better. Hundreds, it's more books. No, thousands more. That's why I imagine. Reading is a new world for me. Just so you know, I'm coming up with this on the spot. So, yeah. Wait. Just a second. I've got a little more. So, anyways, the library means a lot to me. I've been coming here since I was, well, since the beginning of my life. It's just a huge part of my life for me. Yeah, and I love this place. So, happy 150th birthday, hey Fletcher Free.
One last thing to do before we eat cake is sing. You're gonna help me get started?
Oh, Sahana.
Happy birthday to